Hey guys, Scott asked me to run through the song When the Stars Burn Down really quick and just go over a few lead parts. Most of them are all in the recording. A few of them are an adaptation to make it a little easier for us. So I'm going to start at the beginning and just go ahead and run all the way through it for you and play through it a couple of times. First, I'll describe to you for most of the entire song, I'm just using a clean sound. For the bridge, I tap on an extra drive to make it sound a little more full, but really even the drive is a very light drive. And I'm using a quarter note delay. It's set at 146 beats per minute. You can just tap it out with the click track. Our click track is at 146 beats per minute. Yeah, so we'll start at the beginning. The intro is super simple. It starts on your 5th fret on your bottom E string and slides up to the 7th fret, and then you go up to your A string from there on the 5th fret, and then A string 3rd fret. So that first part goes. There we go. And then the second part starts on your B, A string, 2nd fret, and does kind of a climb up. It goes B, C, D, and all the way down to A, open. So that second part again is B, C, D, A. So the whole thing all the way through, start back on your E string, 5th fret, slide up, D, C, and then B, C, D, A. And here's what that sounds like up to speed. The verses are super simple. For any of the verses, I would just suggest staying out, especially the first verse. Coming halfway through the second verse, you can do a couple of really small one-note swells, you know, just in the key of G, and just, you know, really quick. Stuff like that, but for the most part, I would suggest just staying out. It's a really, really quiet song. And then we come to the chorus. And the chorus starts on your D string on the 14th fret, right there. And these just go in time with the click track. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it'll change with the chords. So first off, you start on your D string, 14th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go down to the 12th string or 12th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then up to your G string, 12th fret, 4, 5, 6, 11th fret, and repeat that again. So the chorus all the way through goes. It does that as many times as we repeat the chorus, and then you'll transfer immediately back from that into the intro progression after the first chorus. So the last part of the chorus will go 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, There you go. That is the courses and going back into the intro. Awesome. And up to speed, that sounds like this. Oh. So the bridge is the next part we're going into, and like I said, this is the only part I kick on a little bit of distortion here, and so without my distortion, just clean signal, pretty clean. My distortion signal, it's really not that distorted at all, but it just has a little extra drive to it, and so the bridge will start. It's kind of it's kind of the solo point for the electric guitar, and it starts on your 12th fret on the B string, and what you'll do is you'll hit the B string once, and then the next time you'll hit the B string and your G string both at the same time. So that for the first time. The second time around, both of those at the same time, and that happens twice. So the first part goes B string, strings, B string, both strings again. And then the next part, you want to start on your B string, 12th fret, slide up to the 17th fret, and then down to your G string on the 12th fret, and then up to the 15th fret on the B string again. So that part altogether sounds like B string, 17th fret, G string, 12th fret, 15th fret on the B string again. So all of that together goes. Awesome. So that happens one time. The second time through that progression, because it happens twice in the bridge, you'll keep the first part the same. So it'll be the B and the 2 together again, B, 2 together again. But this time, instead of the next part, what you're going to do is you're going to go B string on the 12th fret, and then just walk down to the 10th fret, and then down to the 8th fret. So that second part goes. It sounds a little weird, those two together might sound a little bit weird, and if you give them just a little bit of vibrato, pull on them a bit, it helps it a bit, but it sounds really good with all the rest of the music. Yeah, and so this is what all of that sounds like played up to speed. So that's the bridge, and then it goes back into a quiet verse, which again I would just stay out of. The acoustic guitar has that pretty well covered up, and like I said, this is a really bare song. It doesn't have a whole lot to it. Then it goes into a quiet chorus followed by a loud chorus, and what I would do is probably just kind of stay really quiet for that first part of the chorus, maybe instead of doing all of the, maybe just hold out each one of the notes, like even finger picking them to soften them up a little bit. And yeah, and then you go into a louder chorus, just going back to your same progression as the verse, or as the other courses. So yeah, hope that this helps you guys out. I'm going to send out a tab with it as well. And once again, the song is at 146 beats per minute, and I would highly suggest practicing it with that click track. There's a great site called metronomer.com.